Hi, come walk with me. Just like working your body grows and strengthens muscles, when you give your brain new learning experiences and challenges, it grows and strengthens too. This is never more important than in aging. We want both to stay strong. This is thinking on the move, where we work out our brain and our body at the same time. And the idea is to keep our brains, bodies, and souls active and healthy so that we can continue to live our lives as we choose. My theory is that working our brain and body at the same time is synergistic, where 1 + 1 = 3. So we're getting a multiplied effect. We're going to start going side to side and crossing our arms in front of us. You can choose to get down low, which is more challenging, or you can just stand up straight and tall. Whatever feels like the right challenge level for you. And this is bilateral stimulation. When you cross in front, and I like to switch my arms, which one is going in the front, that activates both hemispheres of our brain, and the crossing over does something special. And I'm Kim, and thank you for being here at Thinking on the Move. We're going to access our parts of our brain from our youth, some memories, and I have ad slogans from the 60s and 70s, and your job is to figure out what the product or the brand was. Our first one is meow, 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 meow. And that is Meow Mix. Madge Knows Best. That's Palmolive. You Sunk My Battleship. Ring Around the Collar. Whisk laundry detergent. Who Wears Short Shorts? Nair. Brewed with 1/3 real beer, but don't drink it. Body on Tap shampoo. Okay, we're going to transition to a different activity, and we're going to do skaters, where you cross one leg behind you, and I just move my arms like this, and I like to continue to switch which one goes in front. Just a little extra brain activity. These are silly sentences, and I'm going to tell you the sentence, and then I'm going to ask you if you can remember it and repeat it back to me. The first one is, the pineapple serenaded the pizza with a sweet melody. Okay, and I'll say it twice. The pineapple serenaded the pizza with a sweet melody. Can you repeat it back to me? All right. The sneezing giraffe accidentally launched a marshmallow into orbit. The sneezing giraffe accidentally launched a marshmallow into orbit. Okay, repeat that one back. All right, now create one of your own, a silly sentence of your own. Do that now. We're going to check in later to see if you remember these sentences. So we're working on our memory. Now we're going to go to hamstring curls. And in this one, I'm going to give you a number, and then I would like you to write that number. So I'll be saying the words, but I want you to write it in numerals. Oh, and you'll be writing it with your finger in the air. Okay, this is accessing some different parts of our brain. All right. 84,591. 904. 650,248. Okay, now make it a little harder. Use your other hand, your non-dominant hand this time. 5,782. 13,963. 5,034,671. Okay, you're doing great. Just keep going. Now we're going to play a game called odds and evens. And one of us will be odds and one of us will be evens. You'll call out which one you want to be. Then each of us will put out a random number of fingers and then they'll be added up. If the sum is even, then the person who had even wins. If the sum is odd, then the person who has odd wins. And we'll play several rounds. And only you will know who wins. All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot. I'll get closer. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, who won? Only you know. All right, just keep going. That synergy is working. Our brain neurons are firing. The dendrites are growing. That's what we want. Let's walk in place for a minute. And we are going to be switching to something called the answer is. And I'll give you an answer. And then we think of questions that would have that as an answer. And we're going to be doing the knees. So pull in your abs. It's always good to pull in your abs all the time, really, but especially when we're doing knees. And then lift them up as high as you can, comfortably. All right, the answer is 10. What is the question? We'll take turns. If you have 20 apples and you give away half of them, how many do you have left? Your turn. How many fingers do you usually have? If you add 5 and 5, what is the result? How many years are there in a decade? What is the result when you subtract 0 from 10? How about 100 divided by 10? If you have 100 cents and you give away 90 cents, how many do you have left? Okay, you're doing great. We're going to switch now to walking up and back. And I can do about 3 or 4 steps. You do however many you can fit in. If you can fit in 1 or 2, do that. If you can fit in 7 or 8, do that. All right, and when we're walking up and back, we're moving our bodies in a little different way than if we were just doing regular walking, because we have to do the stopping and restarting. Also, we don't usually walk backwards, and walking backwards is good for our balance and it's good for our brains too. Okay, so we're walking up and back, and this is a fling story, so where I fling words at you and then you create a story. So for a quick example, so if I said dog, I might say I walk my dog, and then I say, Kate, this morning my neighbor surprised us with a dog bone cake. Okay, so that's, and then you just keep adding on to the story. So it doesn't have to be real, you can make it up. That's what it's supposed to be, just made up. All right, we'll start. Coffee. Tiger. Rainbow. Clock. Butterfly. Feather. Okay, I bet you had a pretty cool story. Yay you. Good job for being here and continuing on. Stay with us. This goes probably really quickly. Okay, and if you're liking this, then it would really help me out if you subscribe. So you can just click the button, which is not over there. It is over here. Okay, thanks. All right, we're gonna switch over now to grapevine. So a grapevine, you take one step over to the side, step, cross, step, step, cross, step, step, cross, step, step, cross, step, step, cross, step. Okay, these are sensory comparisons. There's no right or wrong answer. You're just thinking about it creatively and thinking what you think. Okay, does a campfire sound more like popping popcorn or running water? Does rain smell more like fresh laundry or wet soil? Does ice cream taste more like frozen yogurt or whipped cream? Oh, both of those sound good. Does cotton feel more like a cloud or a rough sponge? Does a cow's moo sound more like a foghorn or a sleepy giant? Okay, all right, we'll transition back again. And I like those sensory comparisons because you have to call to mind in your brain and remember what something is like and then do the comparison. So it is designed to be a cognitive task. Even though it might seem easy and fun, hopefully it does seem easy and fun. Now, skaters, because we're going to do our check-in from our silly sentences. Do you remember the first silly sentence? A hint is pineapple. The pineapple serenaded the pizza with a sweet melody. All right, do you remember the next one? A hint is sneezing. The sneezing giraffe accidentally launched a marshmallow into orbit? What about the one that you created? Do you remember that one? Okay, and it's okay if you didn't remember them, or maybe you remember parts of them. It's okay. The idea is we're working on our memory. We want to boost it, and if we work at it, then those dendrites will thicken, and it will hopefully improve. I think that it will. All right, transition into heel digs. So we're already nearing the end. So a heel dig is just one leg out in front of you. And what we're going to do is do a little bit of a meditation on love, but it's going to be very quick. And I just want you to picture your heart and love inside of it. And then picture that love growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, like exponentially growing until it can fill the room that you're in, the building that you're in, and burst outside, and then it grows out of the city and state or country that you're in, and then it quickly envelops the world. I think the world needs love, so if we can share it all out there, why not? Well, remember, consistency is the magic multiplier. Do these 4 times a week. You'll start to feel more focused and energized, organized, and maybe even a little smarter. Hello, Ollie. Ollie just came in. All right, well, you did it. Thank you for thinking on the move. Your brain and your body thank you. And if you like this, do another quick one right now. Just click the link.